What up? What up? What up? What up, Snot? What up, Jay? I'm just gonna bring everybody in, man. Let me just bring everybody in.
Right.
Yeah, let me just bring everybody
It's
in
no laugh. It's not
that I
me.
that I got.
Liner. Laugh. Yeah. What's up, Red Carpet Ray?
What's up?
I here
You all right?
walking. I'm gonna let you see the Jewel Park mascot real quick, man. We already scouting report, Ray. Right. The Jewel Park mascot wants to say something to you, Ray. Hey, what's up,
Okay.
boy?
That's a
It's
Dalmatian.
the Jewel Park
Okay.
Great
What up,
Danes,
though?
man. It ain't the German Shepherds no more.
What's up,
It's
Cam?
the Jewel Park Great Danes right now, brother.
Doing all
So
right
Yeah,
look,
great
today?
game playing at the park, man.
That game playing at the
All right,
park,
thank you,
huh?
Jay. Yes, sir. How y'all gentlemen doing, man? How's everybody doing?
we good. So
All
look,
right, man.
real quick, y'all. Real quick. Let me take let me go real quick, and then like I had to have a couple guys in with me who I know. Like I couldn't do a show by myself. Welcome to the 2025 Dirt Bowl Bracket Release Show. Like, I got myself, I'm Rayvon the Don. I got Lil Dre the Giant on. And I got two of our most popular non players in the league, the two-time reigning defending champion coach, Big Snot. What's up, 86 Snot? And
All
then
right,
we
man.
got and then we got our guy like Jason Russian, no doubt one of the most popular figures in the Dirt Bowl. He represents Jewel Park. So both of these teams that we have on,
Thank you,
uh,
Ray. Privilege to be on here, man. Thank you for inviting me. Dre, the
yeah.
Jane, and Ray. I appreciate y'all. What up,
So
Snot?
What up? What up, Rush?
look, so
Uh-uh.
we're just gonna get into it right now. So look, right now, if you are on the show, I need you to go to the bottom of your device. It's a little arrow at the bottom of your device. You see it?
Arrow
You
on the
see it?
right.
Yeah, the arrow right there. Hit
Yeah.
that arrow, and then make sure that we can, like see some, like share it for me a little bit. All right, everybody share it right now. We're gonna go through it a little bit more, throughout the remainder of.
Hey, how's
Hold,
it
hold,
going?
hold on for a minute. Shut up!
Yeah. It's saying
My bad.
stay
I
in
got my
studio,
dogs.
leaving open the uploads page.
Yeah, that's what man said, too. Yeah.
My bad. I got my dogs in the background. So look, right now though, on your phone, if you can't get another device, you can go onto the Dirt Bowl social media pages and you can see the bracket. So we're gonna talk about the bracket. So let's get into it. The playoffs start this week. It was a tough time getting the bracket together because we didn't know, with everybody being kind of like even 3-3, 4-2, 2-4. It was tough,
Yeah.
especially for the Power Six. We had no idea that the Power Six conference was going to end with everybody having 3 wins.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody in the top
Told you.
six, in the Power Six, 3 wins. And then so somebody's already probably going to be like, well, wait a minute. If you're looking at the brackets, if you notice the brackets, everybody in the Power Six gets a bye. And if anybody who's on here who was not on the Power Six or Power 16, if you disagree, please put it in the comments. Like I want to see it. I want to see what you have to say. If you don't
Jay
like it,
Billis couldn't have got it accurate, but Jay Billis couldn't have got it accurate as you, Ray. I'm gonna be honest. Jay Billis couldn't have did no better.
so this has been a fantastic year when it comes to the parity in the league. I have no idea who's going to make the Final Four. I think if you ask Jay, I think you ask Snot, Lil Dre the Giant. Are you on here, Lil Dre?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I am.
So we got one of our other guys. So between me and Lil Dre, we've seen every single game this year. Now some of y'all, if y'all play a little bit later, y'all don't come to later on. You know what I'm saying? So we've seen all 24 teams play multiple times. All right. So let's just get into it. So somebody was asking about seeds. I think was that you, Jason, that was asking about the seeds.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir. I was just want to know the final standings of the rankings. Just the final rankings for the last, the end of the season, like overall rankings. That was it. It ain't no big deal.
okay, so what we did was with the Power Six, we had to figure out like because it came down to the last game on the last day of the regular season, 4100 East End. The winner was going to be the winner
Yeah.
of that power
Right
game,
out, champ.
right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Damn.
But I will be the first to say, and I think Dre will back me,
Yep.
that I don't think that that game should have been called. I looked at the tape, and even I didn't have to look at the tape. I saw it. Like there was not a single punch that was thrown. Right? It was basketball. Hard foul, maybe a questionable hard foul, but it's basketball, right? So I think you continue that
But
game,
but
go on, go. What you saying, Jay?
at the end of the day, right? I mean, no disrespect to Batman or us not. I think dude made the right call, so it wouldn't escalate to nothing else and everything get can. I mean, I think in my head, it was good. It was a good playoff argument. It was over. It wasn't no punches thrown, but I think dude made the right call. I feel like both of them still number 1 and 2 in the division, so it really didn't matter. But as far as me disagreeing with that, I mean, before it got, because, it was getting like 30, 40 deep running up, people's game to work. So he probably made the right call at the end of the day, y'all. If it was my team or Snot or who else, I think he made the right call at the end of the day. Not even taking Cornell's side. I'm going to be the first one to say right or wrong, you know what I mean? But I feel like he made the right call on that, so it wouldn't escalate to nothing else. That's all. So
Snap,
hats
you
off
was
to
in the
Corn,
game.
man, because
You was in the game, Snap.
hats off to him, though. 'Cause
Do you agree with the game being called? With a 1 point game with less than 3 minutes to go, do you agree with that game being called at that point in time?
Nah. I mean, I understand where he was coming from, but nah, not really. With nah, because I mean, I I, I kind of get it from his standpoint, but uh, nah, because like it was a little pushing and shoving, and and rightfully so. Like it was basketball, but it was a little overly excessive foul. But
It was. It was.
I don't think he
But
should have
but
called it though. Due to the
but it,
circumstances, nah, he shouldn't
but
have
it,
called it.
that
Oh,
that foul was dirt ball basketball. So let's go to a couple of comments right now. So inquiring minds want to know how in the world is the 05-1 team playing at prime time? So we're gonna hold on to that question to Merrick, and then so Tommy, our co-organizer, like so. I don't make every decision. Milton doesn't make every decision. We have a three-person team. We have myself, we got Tommy, we got Milton, and Tommy said it was the ref that made the call, not Cornell Bradley. So myself, Dre is on the call too. Dre, what do you think about? I know you weren't there. What do you think about Cornell calling the game at that point in time?
Obviously, when I first thought about it, it's just 2 minutes left, and I wanted to see it to the end. But I also get what Rush is saying. Now, I didn't get to see it and feel the whole atmosphere because I had to leave a little early. But y'all know, like I know, at the end of the game, when somebody won, especially if they got attitude or they lost, when they got attitude and all them people on both sides. Now, we wanted to continue the game so we can get a clear winner. But in all actuality, it's possible that if we did have a clear winner, it would have been clear animosity.
That's true.
So I ain't mad. I ain't mad. I wish we would have been able to figure out the winner, but I ain't really tore up about it. You know what I mean? Like if it was me or you, I guarantee you we would have finished it. But I also ain't mad at it, but I don't want to be under no illusions to act like just because niggas was cool to finish 2 minutes, it wouldn't have made no difference whether niggas lose or won. That's just
All right.
me.
So we got a few more
you want
people
to keep
that
it
have hopped on the
clean,
stream.
you want to keep it clean,
Hello,
like
welcome
not
to.
like Dre made a
Hold
comparison,
on, Jay.
right? Okay, my fault. Go ahead.
Now, hold on, Jay. Hold that thought. Once again, my name is Ray Ron the Don. We got Lil Dre the Giant. We got Snot. We got Jason Russian on the stream. We talking about the 2025 Dirt Bowl bracket release show. And right now we're talking about the ending of the last game. of the regular season. But what I need you to do right now is, for the people who have just hopped on, there's a little arrow at the bottom of your device, right? I need you to hit that button and you to share it to whatever platform that you're on right now. Okay. So let's get back to it. So Jay, what was you saying?
I'm sorry, what you say?
What you said? What were your last thoughts, Jay? What were you saying about
Uh,
calling the game?
then again, it makes not look like a real clean cut dude if you go back to last summer. Even though they didn't start in that last summer, but you don't want like the damn you don't want to label the East as a Detroit Pistons as a nerd if that makes sense. And even though they ain't did that wrong, but protect that team. But what last year, what went on, it wasn't they found leader last year.
Hold on, Jay.
You don't want people
Jay,
to
hold on.
team like you know what I mean. So they good people up there, man. They ain't starting with nobody. They're just playing good tough basketball. So it's probably best he did
Jay,
it because that would have kind of stained y'all
Jay,
name a little bit with
Jay.
five fights
Hold
like
on,
that. You
Jay.
know what I mean?
No
Jay,
Jay, no
hold
Jay,
on.
get to going. You get to going.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't think his
Yeah, yeah,
phone
right,
lets
right,
you
right,
let him hear you.
right. It's something up with your
I
audio right
understand.
now, Jay. It might be something with your audio.
I think it
So,
went.
so we got a couple of more comments. So Val, she said, "Will the game being called determine the seed?" Actually, it didn't. And then so she also said, if it was called with 2 minutes, why not let them play again to win or lose that game? Well, the answer to that question is it's hard to bring everybody back to finish a game that has only 2 minutes left. And it wasn't a playoff game. So we decided, because we had the same situation earlier in the year, we decided we're just going to do the same thing with a tie. All right, so let's get into the Dirt Bowl bracket that that's going to be taking place this week. So we have, so somebody was talking about the seedings. So our 24th seed in 2025 Dirt Bowl is Richard Holmes. They finished 1-5. They're going to be playing Young and Turner. So the way we look at it right now, so I'm gonna go with. So if you're looking at the bracket, all right, on your upper left hand side, I'm going with this side right now, the upper left hand side. All right. So GOC is the number one seed in the 2025 Dirt Bowl. If anybody has an argument or a discussion about GOC, 6-0, great roster, undefeated. If you got a problem with them being the number one seed, go on and put it in the comments. The number
Better,
two seed
they better not put that in the
is,
comment.
don't put that in the
They
comment.
bet
So the
not.
number two seed, so Snot said, if you got a problem with that, then you might have to be deleted from the group. You can't come down to the dirt bowl no more this summer. Like, what are we doing? So I think it's undisputed. If there's no question about it, does anybody, Dre, Jay, Snot, do y'all have a problem with GOC being number one?
Nah, you got rational niggas on the call, so nah, we all know.
Whoever got comment, they can plead the fifth on this one and not say nothing because they deserve it.
Yes,
Russell,
sir.
your microphone messed up, Russell.
I know I'm ready to walk back in the crib now. I get a Wi-Fi because that's what Jay said. I'm ready to walk back in now.
So everybody that's on all four guys, we have two announcers, two coaches. I think it's everybody's like, okay, we cool with GOC being number one. The number two seed in the 2025 Dirt Bowl playoff bracket is We Them Once. They are 5-1. They lost to GOC, the number one ranked team, on a last second shot. And they are dangerous. And is there anybody that's watching right now who disagrees with We Them Ones, who are led by the main attraction, the reigning and defending MVP? Does anybody have a problem with them being the number two seed?
No, sir. I think it's
Okay,
right.
cool. But now this is where it gets tricky.
Yes, sir.
So we talked about the number 3 through 8 seed, right? So I was up last night. I was up late, and let me get out my stuff. Man, where my stuff go? I gotta get my stuff. So we went down. We had everybody's record versus everybody who won, who lost.
My
what
Wi-Fi.
side they should be on, and then so we came up with the bracket. So let's go back, get back to the bracket, upper left hand side. So the 16 and the 17 seed, Bluegrass Kings 3-3. They play Go Hard in the Paint 3-3, and then right up under them is Young and Turn 3-3 versus Richard Holmes 1-5. Now let's go back up. The Bluegrass Kings go hard in the paint. The winner of that game gets GOC. I like GOC moving forward. But
So I got nothing but Wi-Fi.
Young and Turn being 3-3, this week they may
I'm
have
messing up now.
everybody. If they win Saturday, they get Park Hill Sunday. I think
You
Young and
sure?
Turn gives Park Hill a
That's up on my
really,
head.
really, really good game.
Yes, sir. I must agree.
Any thoughts?
Uh, Mute your microphone over there. Somebody's microphone. But I happen to agree with you on that. After they play, who you say Young and Turn, they play Richard Holmes, which
Young and
is I believe is an easy W. Yeah, Park Hill is does not have a walk in the park on that one. Young and Turk can give them everything that they're looking for. And especially if Park Hill is one of those days when everybody doesn't show up and or shots ain't falling, them young boys can run enough with them and they got enough heart to win too.
Okay, so the guys that's on the telecast and people who are watching live, let's just go through everything so don't keep you all night long, right? So I think if you think that Young and Turn is going to beat Richard Holmes, raise your hand, give a something on the, like a wave your hand or whatever it is on the comments. If you think Young and Turn is going to advance to play Park Hill on Sunday. Also, Bluegrass Kings go hard in the paint. Both of those teams are 3-3. Go hard in the paint. A young team, a lot of young guys. Bluegrass Kings led by everybody's favorite Big Todd. Both of those teams up and down. It's hard to pick that game with 3-3, but I do think I'm going to go with go hard in the paint to win that game to face GOC. If you like go hard in the paint, pick them. If you like Bluegrass Kings, put it in the comments right now. So, going forward on Sunday,
Mm.
Park Hill, Young and Turn. I do think GOC beats Bluegrass Kings. They'll go hard in the paint. So we could possibly have GOC versus Park Hill next weekend. That's pretty good. Let's go down to the bottom part of the left part of your bracket. So we have Mamba Mentality at 3-3 versus All for One at 1-4-1. I got All for One moving on. Anybody disagree with that? Anybody disagree with that? Who you think? Who
I'm
you got
I'm a
between Mamba Mentality 3-3, all for one, 1-4-1? Who you got?
I'm gonna give Mamba mentality the benefit of the doubt on this one, man, and I'm gonna roll with the Mamba mentality, man.
Me too.
You gonna go with
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna roll with
Snot,
Mamba
what you got?
mentality.
Snot, you don't get there early enough. You might not know about these two teams, so we'll skip you on this one. But the winner of that game gets 4,100 at 1 o'clock on Sunday. So 4,100. They also finished 3-3. So hold on. Let me back it up. Let's back it up just a little bit. So a lot of people are like, what teams got the bye? Let's go with the teams that got the bye. All right. So our number one seed, GOC. Our number two seed, we them ones. Our number three seed, the mighty, mighty, mighty East.
Hmm.
The number four seed, 4,100. The number five seed, the Trailblazers. The number six seed, Low Key Lifestyle.
Yeah.
The number seven seed, Jewel Park. The number eight seed, Park Hill. So everybody in the Power Six got a bye because they beat up on each other all year. But then there might be somebody like Algonquin Park who was finished 4-2. Like, wait, how can one of those teams get a bye and we don't? Because during the flex week, Algonquin Park, they went up and played 4,100 and they got beat. pretty good. So that's why when you finish, everybody finishes with 3 wins in the biggest conference in the United States of America, for which it stands. They all got to get a bye. Plus, we then ones in GOC. Now, this next game coming up, left side, bottom left side, Young and Elite 5-1 versus Redemption. People, Redemption has not won a game this entire summer.
Yeah, they fell off drastically.
Zero, 5-1.
They fell
Tinks
off
Redemption.
drastically.
Redemption. Trap. Maxi. What are we doing? Like, how can y'all be 0-5-1?
After last
Inexcusable.
year,
But they played in a better conference than Young and Elite. Does a team that won 5 games beat a team with experience and hasn't won a single game in the first round of the playoff? Whoever wins that game gets the Trailblazers on Sunday. What y'all think?
I'm gonna go ahead and go with redemption. Simply what you alluded to. Although I tend to believe that older rosters don't fare well, especially during the season. But I think they got what it takes to win against them. Now the second game, I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and take redemption right now against Young and Elite. But beyond that, I don't think they could beat the Trailblazers. I believe they just got enough experience. And at this point at the Dirt Bowl, man, it'd be about grit. How much heart you got, how much grit you got. And I think they might have a little bit more than the young men.
So let's just get to this right now. Though. So people are actually they're acting. They have a chance to look at the bracket, and they're looking at the times that they play. So Snot, Jay, does it matter what time you play on the first weekend of the playoff, or do y'all have an issue with what time you play? Because Snot, the reigning two-time defending champions, the Mighty Mighty East, y'all play at 3 o'clock on a Sunday. How you feel about that, Snot?
Got me ready for real, but I would
Now,
big
Your
now your
microphone now,
audio
bro.
is messed up, Snot. Now it's your audio. We can't hear you now. Okay, try it again. Nope, it's still messed up. Hop back on, hop back in. We get you. Jay, y'all play
Yes.
at 7 o'clock on Sunday. Do you think y'all deserve to play at 7 o'clock on Sunday?
Yes, sir. We got the toughest schedule in the United States the last 3 summers. Yes, I definitely feel like Ray made that clear. My buddy Ray gonna make me put the chessboard up on me, and I love and respect that, Ray Abachi. Yes, I feel like we earned, not just deserved it, I feel like we earned it, Ray. Like, but it don't mean
So
nothing if you ain't playing. It don't mean nothing if you ain't playing 7 o'clock on that next Sunday. It don't mean nothing. It's a waste of
you're right.
time.
I'm
So
with you when you're right.
let me tell a couple of guys like Tamaric and a couple of guys, or like I had a couple of calls. Somebody saw the bracket before we released it. We're like, now wait a minute, what's up with the times? What are we doing? So myself, Milton, we come up with like the time that we trying to play, right? So we was trying to project. So the reason that we put Jewel
Them
Park
niggas
at
called me
seven
late
o'clock
last
on
night.
Sunday is because if Algonquin Park wins on Saturday, that's a pretty big time rivalry. Algonquin Park, Jewel Park, 7 o'clock on a Saturday on a Sunday in the first weekend of the playoffs. So that's why we did that. So y'all, whatever time that you're in. So let me ask you this: the East End, they have a bye, and the team that they play is the winner of Above the Rim and Church League. Who wants to see the East End versus Above the Rim or Church League at 5, 6, or 7?
Absolutely no one.
And if you disagree with Dre and his comment, say it. Put it in the comments. Who wants to see East End versus Above the Rim Church League? Okay, cool. So then we looked at the next line. So we on the right side bottom. The way that the bracket worked out. If Breeway beats Hoodie Lee, we
They
have
crazy.
Breeway versus Low Key Lifestyle. That's the island. It's the neighborhood. I mean, come on now. Why wouldn't we have that game later in the day? Versus, I
Yes.
don't know, 4100 versus Mamba Mentality. You don't have that game early. Trailblazers versus Redemption and Young and Elite. You don't have that game early. So what we did is we're trying to get people to the park, and we thought that what we projected, and anything could happen this year. Algonquin Park could definitely lose to the talented minds. But if Algonquin Park and Jewel Park are playing at 7 o'clock on a Sunday, we think there's going to be some people out. So if you have a issue with that, let us know. So somebody's like, adding above the rim is 4-2. Yeah, but it's the first weekend of the playoffs. So let's go to the NCAA tournament. That first day, is it a lot of great games, Jason Russell?
Like I said, right? We been talking about this and what have you. You gonna pinpoint. You gonna pinpoint the point of the pin with it. It's not me that can play. I played at 2 and 3 last year and never said one word. So you gotta plead the fifth and be ready prepared. No matter if you're playing at 9 in the morning or 7 at night. You got it accurate, right? And I ain't just saying that because you got me playing on Sunday. You got it to a T, dog. We buddies outside of basketball and basketball, but I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. I'm gonna be honest about everything come out of my mouth. So you got a good lineup, man. I'm going Saturday to watch all the games. I ain't looking. One thing about me, right? I'm worrying about above the rim at Algonquin or whoever they play. I can't look down the bracket. I can't worry about the next game. I got to worry about Algonquin and them. That's who I'm focused on right now. The first round. You feel me?
So,
I'm not even
so
looking down the bracket.
I like that. Dre, what you got to say?
I absolutely like the bracket as well too. I know that the whole play is to get eyes out there. The later games to be more appealing. Nobody wants to see the blowouts. We don't want people going back to their cars and everything. I think this is about as good a setup as you can get it. And to answer your question about the tournament, there's not really very many incredible games on the first day. You got one seeds versus 16s. You got twos versus 15s. Out of all of them, you get every once in a while, but the ones that meet up, you know what I mean? Day two, day three, then it's really get to start, being what it is. And when those people start coming on that championship weekend, they get to see quality basketball rather than a shit show.
So somebody just made a comment. It would be a good matchup between Breeway and Neighborhood. So if Breeway happens to beat Hood Elite, which is not a guarantee, Hood Elite 2-4, new team played in the NAIA. They didn't play the type of schedule that other teams played. But if we can promote a Newburgh game at 5 o'clock on Sunday, and we ain't been at the park in a while, I mean, you got to think about what that does. Like so, as a staff and organization, like we trying to get people to come down to the park and see really good competitive games. Like if you look at the 7 o'clock games the last 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, East End GOC Classic. Last week,
Classic.
East End 4100. It was on its way to being a classic. So we've done really good with, and I give all the credit to Milton, neighborhood he pretty much comes up with the time. I do the scheduling. He comes up with the time. So you got to give it like shout out to him like on what we doing with that. But then when we look to the next day, we them ones they play at. So let's go to the next day. The Trailblazers 3-3. They play at 12. The 1 o'clock game is home team. Home team plays at 1. We them ones play at 2. East End plays at 3. I'm trying to look around my schedule. Who plays at 4? GOC at 4. Low Key Lifestyle 5. Who plays at 6? Hilltop 6. Jewel Park 7. So when we look at what we're doing with that, so potentially you could have the Hilltop. So we were like, well, the 7 o'clock game on Sunday. The Hilltop, perennial good team, versus Young and Turn, who could have all their guys here this week. So we got the Hilltops and veterans versus the youngins. You don't want to go see Chief and Santana and Juju and JoJo and possibly Jaden Johnson and a couple other guys playing against Binky and Kilo and C3 at 7 o'clock. That's the best possible matchup of the week. Snap, you just hop back on. What you got to say about that?
Yeah, heard me now. My mic's been messed up.
Your mic's
You
messed
good?
up? Yeah, we good. We good. We can hear you.
Okay. What was the question?
So, what do you think about the Hilltop versus possibly Young and Turn at 7 o'clock on Sunday? Do you think that you think it could be a good game? Draw some people.
It can, it can be a classic. It can
It,
be a
it,
classic.
it could be a classic. So, Baycox, y'all
Mm-hmm.
play. You can go on to the Dirtboat page, Baycox, and get the bracket. But Algonquin Park plays Talented Minds at 3 o'clock on Saturday. Boo Bay, can everybody who's watching right now put it in the comments? Say Boo Bay, Algonquin Park. Please be at the park, full team, ready to play, 3 p.m. Saturday. On three. One, two, three. Boo Bay, come to the park.
So,
We can't afford to forfeit a game, folks. We had 13 teams who were on the outside looking in who wanted to be a part of the dirt ball. So we can't have a team who is like, nah, we ain't gonna show up. We gonna have 3, 4, 5 guys, whatever it is, in week 6, and we gotta forfeit a game. No, we can't do it, y'all. Now I did talk to Boubay. What Boubay's fault? Boubay did everything he was supposed to do as the GM, the coach, the neighborhood the big homie, whatever. He caught all the guys. They weren't there, but we can't have it again. So we need everybody to show up this weekend. Tell all your folks to show up this weekend. Before we leave, I'm not gonna keep y'all too long. Does anybody have a favorite? Who do you think is the favorite to win the 2025 Dirt Bowl Championship, and why? Jason, why do you think Jewel Park can and will win the Dirt Bowl?
Well, I never said that, Mister Ray. I never said that, but I'm gonna agree with you on it. I'm only in it to win it. If we don't win it, it's a letdown. But I am gonna say it now. I feel like we got a real good shot. I never, Ray, since you've been relentless, I never ever once said we're gonna win this year. We're gonna win the championship. I never do no predicting or guessing. But I feel like our shot is just as good as anybody else's one. Not to make no excuse, but we never had our whole team there a full game yet this whole season. We've been playing with different strategies and formalized. Going back to what you said, right? I'm gonna speak in your behalf. The team just worry about playing so early, man. Right? You got to earn your way in these tournament games to get some wins over the years. You just don't. You
Gotta
don't
get that
get.
ring.
You don't become class to play overnight. By 1 week, that man earned his way from 18 years old. So all these people crying they never won no tournament games or been in nothing. But I feel like our
True.
chances is real good, right? Right. If they listen and we get our turnovers down, I feel like we got a great shot at bringing that jury home and cutting that down. I really do. If everybody
Okay,
buys into what we're doing, stay focused.
so if not Jewel Park, who do you think the favorite is to win the championship? If Jewel Park doesn't win it, we be like, who are you like? This team is the team to beat.
Man, honestly, right. Shit, I'm gonna have to plead the fifth and say it's you gotta watch out for them. You gotta watch out for them other
What you
teams.
say? Stop.
I'm gonna plead the fifth. You gotta watch
What?
out for them other scary teams like example like Mama Mentality or a church league. If you get out there 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you got to watch out for them scary, mediocre teams that you think ain't that good that you had never watched play this whole summer. You'll be down by 12 in the first half. That's what I think scary. I don't think
That's
it's about Park
yep,
Hill, the East, Jewel,
yep.
4100. I think it's the scary teams this summer for me. That
It's a
it could be a
it's a
Final Four
couple.
nobody. It could be a Final Four nobody expects. That nobody on nobody's list. You know
So
what I
so
mean?
so, so somebody on the comments is like, man, this guy. So now Jason ain't got nothing to say. Jason ain't got no team to pick. Okay, but he's playing. So I've always told people, Jason at the park is different when Jason is not at the park playing. Snap. Same question to you.
Yes, sir.
Why do you think the
True.
East End can and will win the 2025 Dirt Bowl Championship?
uh, I really don't think nobody wanted as much as we do for real.
Wait,
So
wait, wait. You said nobody wants it as much as y'all do. Y'all want it back to back. You don't think
that's
teams
why
want to beat y'all?
they don't want to beat us as much as we want to win 3 times.
Yes, sir.
We thirsty. We thirsty for it. We thirsty for it. You ought to see my group chat right now. It's crazy. We
So
thirsty.
y'all the two-time reigning defending champs. Y'all 3-2-1. How do you feel about your record this year?
Uh, I love it.
You love a 3-2-1 record?
I love it. I love the losses that we get
Why it's not Riley?
because as I'm looking, which I don't really look past nobody, but I see low key lifestyle closer than we think.
So I don't know if you're looking at the comments, but in the comments right
Yeah,
now, Chucky
yeah.
Wilson, we are gonna beat them. Do you got anything to say to Chucky Wilson right now, who used to
They can't beat us.
play for Uptown? Low key lifestyle can't beat y'all.
What
What team can't beat y'all?
Uh,
What if it's not the East End? Snap. What team wins the championship and why?
the East End.
So, okay, say if the East End is not in it. What team do you think wins it if the East End is not in it?
If the East End's not in it, who wins it? If I ain't in,
Three,
if it ain't such
two,
thing,
one.
if it ain't such thing as oxygen, how do we breathe? Because the East End is
basic
in it.
Okay.
basically a redundant question.
So everybody from uptown, up the way, Clarksdale, Shepherd Square, Jackson Woods, Clay, Kemp, all of them streets, all up the way.
No, but
The
I
East
like
End.
how season I like how season went though, like even the losses, like because just like Russian said, y'all ain't seen us with a full roster. We haven't had a full roster in not 1 week. But you
Okay.
will see it.
So let's get to
You will
let's
you
get to
will
some
see it.
comments real quick. So somebody somebody said, has anyone ever won three straight dirt bowls? Uh,
I don't think so. We gotta ask Cornell though.
I can't
Not that I
say that I
remember.
remember that.
We might have to ask
That
Cornell,
may
but
be a
I ain't never
question
heard
for,
nothing about that.
yeah, it may be something that maybe happened, like with the Baxter Buzzards, or one of the,
Nah.
like, I forgot the name of the team from Southwick Cup, like in the '70s or '80s, but I'm not sure. In the last, I've been doing this for 21 years now, like on the mic. I've been going to the Dirt Bowl since the early '90s. I don't remember a team since the early '90s winning three
Hey,
in a row.
red
You know
carpet,
what I'm saying?
right?
So this could be a precedent.
Hey, snot, right. One thing for certain, two things for sure. I'm gonna say it reverse. It's only two coaches on this page with five of them rings. It's only two coaches on here with five of them things. We playing for the tiebreaker just now. I hope we do meet the East in the Final Four. I want the East
You,
again.
no, you
I'm
don't.
asking for y'all.
So
I hope we meet. I hope we meet y'all tonight. And that ain't talking
Nah,
no shit. I ain't looking ahead.
nah, it's not. Nah, always gonna be a classic when we
Yes,
always,
sir.
always. And
East gonna
and you
so
make
know
us
what?
better.
You know what? Nah, it's what I really think. Like it's a few teams that can win. I'm gonna be serious. I like we them ones. Uh, I like how they put together.
See,
Of course, you can't count low key lifestyle. If they can really you know get it together uh and put it together, they can win. Of course, you gotta count GOC in.
I was gonna say that.
The Trailblazers is sneaky too, depending on matchups.
you know the big
Uh,
question's not who gonna sneak down and try to get that money. Big Don's tournament gonna trick y'all this weekend.
This is
Remember I told
this
y'all
is what I was gonna say a few
that's
minutes
gonna
ago,
trick
Ray,
y'all.
when you was talking about go hard in the paint. Cause some people are gonna have some people out there going to get that paper.
Thank you,
And that is
Tracy.
gonna
Thank you,
hurt their
Jan.
chances. I was gonna
Thank you,
say that, but
Jan.
I'll let y'all do it. But
Man,
that's gonna be a thing for some of these teams.
that money
You
gonna
know,
trick
yeah,
them, Tracy. That money gonna trick them right after
yes,
the trophy.
yes.
Tell
And
you.
then that's gonna
so
determine what next. I think next week is obvious that the East End and GOC, and I even think Park Hill, somewhere around there, or the Trailblazers. We know they're gonna be around there next week. Then them other teams with the players that that leave, those are gonna be the issues, man.
Yes.
So,
I want to say
so
it's loud and clear, Dez. Right answers for Dez. Dez, don't go try to split up 3 teams like you did when we won the Power 6 in 22. And Holly, you was missing 8 people when y'all don't win. I don't want to hear it, Dez. You the best coach this year. I'm a pat you on your back, give you it, but I don't want to hear it. Half our team was a dime tournament. So be complete, Dez. Don't worry about that money. And please, Dez, don't ask some of my players to go down there. Because if they do, they're not playing for me in the tournament. Anybody for Jewel to play, no disrespect to Dime. My dude, rest in peace. But anybody shortcut my trophy for my son and going down there, you won't play for me in the playoffs. And I'll put that on 502 right now. Dez, so
and,
Dez, you want to concentrate on the dirt ball trophy or you want to win 5,000? Don't let the
and,
money
and we
fool you.
and we all know that Jason does not play about his roster management.
No,
So,
no, I don't.
but
That's right.
then somebody
I
somebody
feel
in the
him.
comments said 5K is better than a trophy, but is it really?
Not when you're buying
Is
Jordans with it at the
See,
mall the next day.
now check this
And
out.
you ain't gonna
See,
get
and this
number
is
three
why
hundred.
this is what I was about to get to.
Right,
This is what I was about to
right,
get to
Tracy.
before I interrupted. So somebody said 5,000 is better than a trophy. And this is why I think that we gonna win it.
and
Because
so
nobody want it like we want it. We don't
right.
care about that 5,000. We don't care about that
Yeah.
one. We want to win the Louisville Dirt Ball. We want to
Yes.
win that. We want to win that right
You,
now. This is
you,
what
you
we
can
want.
you can spend that 5,000. You can't spend that trophy. I'm taking that trophy to the grave site, right? That trophy's
So,
going to the
so
graveyard.
listen, listen.
And this
To
too,
play in the
I'm showing
Dirt
it
Ball,
right now. Every person that's on the winning team gets one of these. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes,
what? Like man, look
we
like
want
come on,
that.
man. Everybody gets one. Who want this? Who want
man.
one?
We want that.
We ain't never had this.
That's beautiful, right? It's a beautiful thing you did, right? Icing on
We
the
We
cake,
want
baby.
that.
we ain't never
Cause
had that
listen,
before, and
one
it's
thing about the
bragging
Dirt
rights for the
Ball,
rest of your life. You gonna spend that little
one
couple. You get a couple $100. You gonna go buy some shoes, buy a bag of weed, go out tricking on some. But this
Right.
ring right here, this right here, for the rest of your life. And I'm so mad I lost in the championship game twice, and I can never earn one of these. I can't because I didn't win it. You did, but I'm like, damn, if I could have one of these. So I think like bragging rights for the dirt ball, it's just me. But Don is my guy. I talked to Mike, his uncle was like getting it together. I sent out the post to Lexington and Frankfurt and Bowling Green, Russellville, trying to help them out. But if you want to win the 2025 Dirt Bowl Championship, there are no excuses. There
let me
are no
tell you
excuses.
one thing. Like at a certain point in the Dirt Ball, I don't care if you got SGA on your team, Halliburton on your team. You can have them all on your
Say
team.
it.
At a certain time of the Dirt Ball, it's gonna come down to who got the most heart. I don't care how
Period.
skilled your team is.
Sir.
I
Period.
don't care how
Yes,
skilled
sir.
your
Period.
team is. I don't care how. It don't matter
Period.
how many D1 players you think you got. Like if
Don't
you
none
look
of
at
that
our
shit matter.
rosters, if you look at our rosters, like we got a few people, but I like we like most of the time it's 85% project people. These people that I grew up with that I know their mamas, their daddies. I can go over their house right now and get a plate.
Hold on,
And that's
Snot.
just
Hold
how
on, Snot. You right, Snot. But let me say this: no, tilt the head out to the east again in front of you, in front of company and all the gentlemen on the phone. Y'all done had them at D1s in the last 2 or 3 summers. It's hard to beat. It's hard. Y'all still
who
got to figure out how to beat y'all. But y'all ain't just
I'm
had
saying who
projects. Y'all
though?
had bona fide. Y'all had bona fide
Who?
D1s. Not 8 of them on the roster. That's tough
Ex-
to beat,
ex-
right? But
explain to
it's
me
your
who.
team. It's your team. You got to figure out how
No,
to beat them.
no, but explain to me who though.
Your 8D1,
Yeah.
Oh my boy.
Vonnie,
Hey,
Quiz.
hold on, listen. All Project East End niggas.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah,
yes. But
I can go
hold
there. I
on.
can
If
go to
I
their
get
mama's house right now. So you
yeah,
missing what
if
I'm
I get
saying?
8D1, if I get
You
eight D
missing what
one,
I'm
I'm
saying?
go ahead.
You missing what I'm saying? They are all project men.
I get you got to figure out how to beat these. But if I get 8D1s on one team, it's gonna be
The
hard to
D
figure out how
one
to beat
don't
me.
the
I don't
D
even got
one
to
don't
coach them,
matter when it
Snap.
comes to the D1 don't matter when it comes to the dirt bowl. That heart that they got out of this jungle that we come from, that's what matters.
So Drake, what
Coach
Well,
do you
Solid.
always say about that playing in the dirt bowl?
listen,
What's
man.
playing in the dirt bowl like?
Welcome to the jungle. Enemies beware.
Lions, Tigers, and Bears.
Oh
A young
my!
brother
Oh
from one of them
my!
teams. Listen,
Oh
a young
my!
brother from one of them teams was asking me, big bruh, everywhere I see, what we do, what our team look like, this. Listen, I ain't even great lie, little bruh. The East End, and really, you gotta be willing to fight, and you gotta be willing to bite niggas' heads off for it, cause all them moves and shit, and all that pretty shit ain't gonna do it
They
down there
play
in the
defense.
jungle, peeps.
They play
You gonna
defense.
have to,
Everybody know
and
that role.
you gotta play, but that's what gorillas do. That's what tigers do. That's what lions do. Nigga gonna play defense, pick up full court. It's gonna be hot outside. Nigga
Yeah,
gonna the score is gonna be 35-38. Nigga, we just gonna be tougher than you for them
it's
3 points.
big.
We gonna beat you
So listen.
It's
in them
So,
three
so it's
me
back
points.
and
to what
Snot
Russian
going after
said.
six. Snot, we both
Now
going after
listen.
six. It's a
No,
big.
no. So back to what Russian said. He said Vonnie, Quiz,
You ain't let me
Dre. Tell
finish
him that.
it.
Dre, tell him that we used to come outside at 8 in the morning and play basketball till 11 at night.
You did
They
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
hey
Them is Shepherd
hey
Squarians. Them is
hey
East
yeah.
Snot.
Endians.
He's just
Hey,
real
Snot,
project
I
people.
said,
Like,
hey, I said y'all could have
Yeah.
won five NBA. Hey, Dre, I said them niggas could have won five NBA games with that team 2 summers ago. You feel me?
So look, let's bring it back real quick.
Y'all could have won five NBA games nigga,
Dogs.
with that squad.
So we talked about like all the teams this year. So it was so close with the Power Six that we had to go to how many points each team scored throughout the season. All right.
Said it.
So the Trailblazers, they scored the most points in the Power Six. Number two, it was 4,100. Number three, it was the East End. Number four, it was Park Hill. Number five, it was Low Key Lifestyle. Number six, it was Jewel Park. So Jewel Park scored the fewest points in the Power Six. But let's go to the other side. Talking about defense. The undisputed two best defensive teams in the 2025 Dirt Bowl was the East End and Jewel Park.
I'm gonna take
Neither
my hat off. Take your hat off, Snot. Put your hat on. Take
that's
it
what.
off, Snot.
That's
Let's
what I'm
take a
saying. We got
hats off,
that.
gentlemen.
That's how we got them dogs. That's what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
Talent. That shit don't matter when it
Thank
comes
you,
to the
right,
dirt
right.
bus.
Thank you, right, sir.
So the East End and Jewel Park are the only two teams in the entire Dirt Bowl who didn't give up 50 points not one time this season.
That's tough. That's
They
tough.
didn't give up 50 points not one time this season. Only two
Good
teams.
job. Good job, coaches. Good job.
Appreciate you.
And
Appreciate
teams.
you.
So,
You got it. If you
so you
don't play
got to think
defense, you ain't
about
got
like
nothing.
it's hard to score against them. But then we talk about the Trailblazers, and I think that if everybody has everybody on their roster, the scariest team to me is the Trailblazers. If they have everybody on their roster, but Trailblazers give up a lot of points. You know, they gave up 50 points 3 times. But they scored that they had the two highest scoring games too. They scored 62 and 61 in a game. You know how hard it is to score 62 points in a dirt bowl game in Jewel Park, and East End didn't give up 50. So I'm wondering to see what gives in a possible scenario with the Trailblazers. They got to get past 4,100 Redemption, and then they'll play possibly either the Hilltop or GLC. Like I think from top to bottom, it's their bro is really good. But I do think one of the top 8 seeds gets upset. I don't know which one, but I do think one team that's playing on Saturday wins on Sunday. Does anybody have an idea what that team is that wins on Saturday and pulls an upset on Sunday? Bluegrass Kings go hard in the paint. Young and Turn, Richard Holmes, Mama Mentality, All for One, Young and Elite, Redemption, the Union Spurs, Down to Win, Algonquin Park, Talented Minds, Above the Rim, Church League, Freeway, Hood Elite. Of those teams, which one of those teams gets an upset on Sunday? We got about 10 minutes to go in the telecast, y'all.
Shit, I can say any. I say Young and Turn or Redemption. Redemption gonna be a hard draw for anybody right now.
I think
They ain't
so
want.
too. Even
They
though
gonna
they
be a
ain't won a
hard job
game,
right now. They
even though
ain't
they don't
clicked yet.
want
Once they
it,
get to
they ain't
clicking,
want
they
it.
gonna be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the playoffs here, it don't even matter. So they 0 and
yeah.
0.
Giles got young and turnt. Giles is looking good. He's one of the premier coaches. He's got young and turnt rolling. You can't come in you can't come in looking down that bracket, Dre. You know what my thing is, Dre this hand? And Ray Vaughn is not. We ain't allowed to look past the first game. We can't even look at the whole bracket right now. I know they cheating and doing it, but I'm looking at Algonquin and them. I can't look past. I'm not even looking past the bracket. You better take one play at a time. You gonna fuck around be eating popcorn over at the same day.
Yep.
Excuse my
Jay,
Yep.
language. Excuse my language on her. I'm sorry, but
Jay,
if
have y'all have when was the last time y'all played Algonquin? What's y'all
we played
series like?
Algonquin in
Jewel Park, Algonquin
23
Park.
and 23 at Shawnee High School. It went all the way down to the last minute. Great game. Yep,
What
that was
what's
six.
what what's our history like between those neighborhoods? Jewel Park, Algonquin Park, like Jewel Park,
About
Newburgh, and East End.
20,
They've been on the dirt road forever. So between
25 and
those two more
0.
teams,
25 and 0, but all that's out the window right now. The past. We ain't never
you
lost that
never lost
Algonquin.
Algonquin Park.
Never, never. 41 to beat us last 2 summers, first time in history.
Baycox,
No, I never lost that Algonquin in my history. Never.
Baycox, you ain't never beat Jason Russian.
No.
Please, please, Baycox, you and Jason have been playing or participating in coaching,
They gonna bring up
whatever,
some in the alley, right? From 88
in
in the alley
in the Dirt
somewhere.
Bowl since the early '90s, and you mean to
No,
tell me the AP has never beat Drew Park University? I mean, come on. So look,
never. A lot of people
never
can't say
beat.
that.
So
A
so
lot of
Drew
people can't
Park.
say they have.
So Algonquin Park, they started out 4-0. Flex week, they lost. They got their heads beat in by 4,100. Boubay, he was like, yeah, we got beat. Then they came back last week. It was a forfeit. But do you think if they beat Talented Minds, folks, is 1-5. I'm going with Algonquin Park. Algonquin Park, Jewel Park, Sunday at the Dirt Bowl, 7 p.m.
Ooh, Bay's a top five
CP3.
coach. Bay's a top five
CP3, what up,
coach, and
though?
Bay's looking ahead right now to Jewel Park. He's not worried about Talented now. I know my buddy. He's not even worried. He's scared for Jewel Park right now, right? He didn't look past Talented Minds. So I told my team 2 summers ago, Algonquin was gonna be our hardest game of the season, and it was. I mean, Bay's a great, like I say, he's a top five coach. It's not Batman, him, Black Lee get a lot of credit for these. He don't get talked about. There's some good coaching staffs, man. Giles is up on the uprise. Batman's a great Batman could arguably be the best coach in the dirt ball right now. I mean, he gonna have a game plan for you, Bay. Bay's got a game plan for sure.
So look,
I respect
speaking of
him.
that,
I respect
speak,
him.
speaking of that, Jay, I'm gonna make sure that we got a QR code. See, I know we are doing um, the Dirt Bowl like award show and day party. So whoever wins, when you get this ring that's right here, you won't get it until you come to the award show, right?
Yes,
On
sir.
August the 10th. So what we're gonna do on that day is we're gonna give out a couple of awards. You talked about who the coach of the year should be. Who do you think the coach of the year should be? I'm not asking you right now. The coach of the
Right
year.
now.
We got no. I'm not asking. I'm not asking. I'm just like think about it.
Ah,
So
okay.
we got big Tim Dog. My one of my guys is we have this category. The favorite fan of the year. Is it Tim Dog or is it Brittany from Breeway? Like we're gonna have some of those categories. Who's your favorite coach? Who's the MVP? So I'm gonna post the QR code, and then so we're gonna go the next couple of days, next 2 weeks, and we're gonna get these awards out on August the 10th. See Jeezy, what up, though? Shout out to my guy C Jeezy. He helped me out with one of the brackets a little bit today. So we have about 6 minutes to go. So I want you to go on when we get off. Go on to the Dirt Bowl pages on Instagram or Facebook and check out the bracket. Fill out your bracket, and then also look out for the QR code. Vote for your coach of the year. It's not the coach of the year. It's Jason, the coach of the year. It's Giles, the coach of the year. It's Batman, the coach of the year. Who is the coach of the year? Who's the fan of the year? Who's the player of the year? Who is like the top vendor? And then we also threw in who's your favorite announcer? Is it me? Is it Dre? Is it Cornell? Who you got? Who's your favorite people to go to about
Man, y'all nice
Bloomsburg?
trifecta. Y'all nice trifecta, right?
Yeah,
Y'all
we are.
damn
Like
good trifecta.
I love what we do with our announcers. It's somebody from every generation. we all bring a different flavor. So shout out to Dre. And we haven't mentioned, and I honestly do think this: the Dirt Bowl is not the Dirt Bowl without the legendary, iconic, incomparable, one of one. I'm talking about you can't even put anybody in his category. Cornell Bradley is the absolute greatest thing that ever happened to the Dirt Bowl. I wouldn't be who I am. Dre wouldn't be who he is. The Dirt Bowl wouldn't
Dick
be
Vitale.
what it is without Cornell Bradley. So the man's 73 years old and he continues to come down to the Dirt Bowl every single Saturday and Sunday. He loves it. And like I was used to go and watch him and I'm like, man, whatever he's doing, like he's a powerful dude. So shout out to the great, legendary, and iconic Cornell
Shout out,
Bradley.
Porn. Shout out, Mr. Bradley, to you and your
Yeah.
family.
So
That
once
players
again,
ball too, right?
um,
Right. How long was he talking about that players gala ball, right? Before even I came with that idea, that players ball for the dirt ball, baby.
we've been
We're gonna
talking
make
about
it.
it for a couple
Let's
of
make it
years.
historic. Let's make it historic, man. Put on your
Yeah.
suit. Put on your best suit and come on down, man.
And then also what we're doing too, um, we ordered some more rings. We're gonna do the first induction of the Dirt Bowl Hall of Fame. So we're gonna induct like 10 people, but 5 of them are like no doubt. So the late great Mr. Ben Watkins, who came up with the Dirt Bowl,
Yes,
Miss
sir.
Janice Carter, who helped him come up with the Dirt Bowl, of course Cornell, who is the Dirt Bowl, and then I think you go with 2 players. You go with Griff and Howard Duncan. Now the other 5 are up for grabs. Ask a few people, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna invite these other 5 people along with the 5 people I just named. They're gonna come down on August the 10th at Melwood. It starts at like the doors open at 4. We're gonna have a ceremony where it's like the teams get their rings. We're gonna do awards. After that, it's gonna be a party. But we want to invite people who started the Dirt Bowl when it was in '69. So think of some older guys that you can think of that you were like, you know what, these men or women deserve to be a Dirt Bowl Hall of Famer. The ring is going to look exactly like this, except it's going to be a different color, and it's going to have Dirt Bowl Hall of Fame. So hopefully these people will cherish this ring for the rest of their lives. But for all of us who are a little bit younger, we weren't born. I don't think there's anybody who's on here right now was born when the Dirt Bowl first started. But we got to make sure that we honor our folks who started this and made this what it is. We in year 56. So I do think that Snot and Jason are first ballot Hall of Famers when their time comes.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
It's not their time. We got so many people before Snot and Jason to honor for this historic thing that we got to make sure we get them in. So Snot, Jason, you got years down the road. If anybody who's looking right now, you're like, man, dude deserves to be a Hall of Famer from back in the day.
Congratulations, Snot. Congratulations, Uptown.
Thank
Like,
you, my brother.
and then
Yes,
so
sir.
what y'all just said right there, though, that just goes to show about what the community of the Dirt Bowl is. I got about 2 minutes left. It's bigger than basketball, and what I've seen this year at the Dirt Bowl is people from every single section, community, block, street, school, neighborhood, clique, gang, set,
Unity.
whatever.
Unity, man.
Everybody's been at the Dirt Bowl this year, and at one time or another, they've been there together. And I've seen dudes who really don't like each other, and they're like, "Man, I really want to shoot you in your face right now, but I'm not because we at the Dirt Bowl." And one thing the Dirt Bowl's gonna do, like we gonna be a advocate to end gun violence. It's too many people in our city who have been killed by guns, and we not gonna keep on continuing to do that. And we're gonna be a big advocate at the Dirt Bowl because everybody thinks what you do in West End or you're in Newburgh or you're in Portland or you're in Shavley, it's all fucked up. But we gonna show y'all that no matter what happens to our court, no matter who comes down there whatever, we gonna be like this. We gonna show up by the thousands, and we gonna represent every single neighborhood, every hooper that comes from different neighborhoods. We gonna come down there, and we got 4 more days left. These
Unity,
last
man.
4 days are gonna be great. They're gonna be beautiful. They're gonna be golden. And then what we gonna look at next year? Because so many people have been calling me and telling me, man, we got something for y'all. The community came out in droves. I don't want to tell y'all like exactly the numbers, but it's like 6 figures that people have been like, hey, and these people ain't been to the dirt ball in 20 years. So we're gonna continue to grow, no matter what happens, and keep on coming to the dirt ball. Represent your neighborhood. If you got somebody from West Market and you got somebody from up east, and they on this telecast right now, big figures in their neighborhood, and they both saying, "I respect you." That means everybody from every neighborhood. And if you Jason, if
Yeah.
you Snot from your neighborhood, get your neighborhood together and be like, "Hey man, we gonna stop some of the bullshit, and at least one day we
Yeah.
gonna have no gun violence in our city,
Preach
and
right.
no
Preach right.
people who don't die."
Preach right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm
so we gonna
already
have
on that.
somebody
My camp
who
know.
doesn't die
Yeah.
by gun
Nah.
violence in our city. Too many people,
Nah.
man. My name is Rayvon the Don. Lil Dre Giant, he just got out. We got Jason Rush Hall of Famer. We got Snot Hall of Famer. Go to the Durbo pages right now and fill out your Durbo bracket. Come down to the park to see us this weekend. We out. You gotta be cool. You gotta be safe. And then do me a favor. Call somebody you ain't talked to in a long time. You be like, man, we fell out for whatever reason it was. Or, I don't really fuck with dude no more. Whatever it is, but be the bigger person to
Yeah.
call dude and be like, I just want to call you and check up on you and be like say
Yes,
what's up.
sir.
Say
Thank you.
that's it.
Can
Y'all agree
can I
with
say
that?
this, Ray?
Let's do
Can I
it.
say this before I jump
Yeah,
off 5 seconds, Ray? Special shout out to you, Ray, for everything you done did, special these last 3, 4 summers. Put the season in the state. Shout out to Snot in the East. And one thing about me in my hood, we ain't allowed to do it. It ain't no East-West thing, Newburgh. We ain't, my troops ain't allowed to do it. That's corny, goofy, Ku Klux Klan shit. We don't get down like that. So, like you said, let's celebrate together.
yeah,
I'll be the mentor and talk to everybody at the park. Give me the mic. I'll bring all hoods together. That's what it takes. But I appreciate you right and everything you're
yeah.
doing, man. Just don't think you going on notice because it's our big part because what you done did, bro.
Yes, sir.
Love you, appreciate you,
Snot,
man. And I hope, God willing, I'll see y'all this weekend, man. God willing.
Snot. What you got to say, bro?
Let's go East End.
That's what's up, man. To all 24 teams who are in the Dirt Bowl, to all of our vendors, and to all of you, the fans who the dirt bowl belongs to you. It's not Cornell's dirt bowl. It's not my dirt bowl, or Dre's or Tommy or Milton's. It's your dirt bowl. It's our dirt bowl, and we gonna celebrate it. So, on behalf of our entire staff and to everybody who's been down to the dirt bowl and called us in the last 2 weeks wanting to support the dirt bowl, I say thank you. We say thank you. We say we love you, and we gonna see you in the next 2 weeks, man. Y'all be cool. Y'all be safe, and don't forget, call somebody right now and be
Yeah.
like, I love you.
Yeah,
I'm
do
down.
that.
Yes, sir.
I'm even about to do that.
That's what's up.
Maybe,
So
hey, Ray.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's
challenge you to
deep.
do it right
It's
now.
deep.
Not Jay, you gonna do it?
Yes, sir. I ain't got no problem with nobody word, but I'm gonna call the people I love and tell them I love you again. You feel me?
That's what's up.
Yep. I'm a
So
fan of somebody that's mad at me. I'm a fan that who's mad at me over hitting a three to beat them, and I'm gonna tell them I love you, man. You feel me?
right,
Hey,
and
Snap, maybe, hey, maybe 10 years, hey, Ray, maybe 10 years from now, they can get on like me and Scott when they get five one day. You know what I mean? You know what
right.
I'm talking about?
So I
Love
got
y'all,
real
man. I'm
dudes.
just trying to get some layups, man.
I got real dudes from the east and the west, man. Absolute
Yes,
legends where they are
sir.
from, man.
I
The
got
Dirt
ties
Bowl
in with OGs from the East.
is an absolute legend. Y'all be cool. Continue to follow us, share us, support us. Come down to the Dirt Bowl. Have a good time. Y'all be cool.
All right, Dre. All right, fellas.